Hi guys, welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. My name is Mitesh Khatri. I'm a leadership trainer, law of attraction expert, a motivational speaker, and a national best-selling author of two books, Awaken the Leader in You and The Law of Attraction. Now, some of you have been probably following me on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, and you're probably aware that I hardly post any videos to YouTube. I hardly put any posts on Facebook. I'm not much of a social media guy. And the reason has been that I had this belief, very strong belief, that I am not a guru. Who am I to help people out there? Who am I to go and support people out there to become happy, to become successful? The corporate workshops I do are all about me. They're about my success. They're about me being a great trainer, and I make money out of that. So doing free videos, I could never imagine myself doing that. Putting a lot of consistent posts on Facebook, I could never imagine myself doing that. Never motivated enough to do that on a regular basis, because my limiting belief was, which I discovered in a recent workshop with Anthony Robbins last week in Australia. The workshop was called as Date with Destiny. What I discovered there was that one of my limiting beliefs was that I can't help people because I believe I'm not a guru. And I still believe I'm not a guru, I'm not someone up there. But I realized that I don't have to be a guru to help people out there. One of the reasons Anthony Robbins is who he is, people like Robin Sharma, people like Shiv Khera, one of the main reasons they are so big is not because they're focused on what they get out of helping people, but because they value loving and caring people at the highest level of their value systems, right? So in the workshop in Date with Destiny, we learned about value systems and how we can rewire our value systems at our subconscious mind. And I was amazed at realizing how I could rewire myself. So I personally chose to rewire myself and put love and care at the highest of my value systems starting now. So I'm going to make these videos. I'm going to put Facebook posts regularly starting now. And I've made a mission in this workshop. The mission is simple. And my mission in my life now onwards is to be healthy, to love and care for people, and to help millions of people out there to be happy and successful in every area of their life to my best capacity, to the best gifts that I have. And I'm just going to go and give out there, because the best thing I learned in Anthony Robbins' workshop was loving and caring is everything. Right? So that's what I'm here for. Today is 3rd of June, 2019. Starting today, starting this week, I'm going to post 2 videos every week on YouTube. And Mondays are going to be about leadership videos. It's going to be in English. It's going to be about corporate success. It's going to be about professional growth. That's what I'm going to do on Monday videos. Short videos, but it'll be all about giving you help in becoming a great leader and becoming a successful businessman, a successful corporate executive, growing as a leader in your professional life. And then on Fridays, I'll do videos in Hindi on law of attraction. That's going to be more on personal mastery, relationship mastery, health mastery, because I've personally been able to master a lot of these strengths in my life. Financially, I'm doing great. My personal life, I'm very, very fulfilled. Spiritually, I'm very fulfilled in my life. My relationships are amazing. My professional life is amazing. So now that I've achieved so much in my life, I think I owe it to myself and I owe it to others to now stop thinking constantly only about myself and my own growth and really put the value system of love and care on the highest. And I promise you guys, that's what I'm committed to starting now, of my new mission, which is to be healthy, to love and care, and to help millions of people out there to start helping you to be happy and successful in every area of your life to the best capacity that I can deliver through these videos on Monday and Friday. And like I said, Mondays is going to be all about professional growth on leadership topics in English. And Fridays is all going to be about law of attraction in Hindi. Okay? All right. So that's what I'm going to do starting this week. I hope that excites you. It's actually exciting me right now as I talk about it with my new mission. Thanks to Anthony Robbins. Thanks to my guru. Thanks to my mentor. Today's topic on leadership being Monday, the Monday leadership topic is, let's start with the most important question. The most important question. What is leadership? Most people are really unaware of what is leadership. While there are so many definitions out there, there has to be a common thread. There has to be a common definition of what gives you the understanding of what really leadership is, right? So let's go back to basics. What is leadership? Let's look at the word lead, right? Leadership is about leading people. That's right. Leadership is about leading, right? So the word that comes to my mind, which is a very simple word, but that's the basic word of leading, is leadership is the ability to influence people. Leadership is the ability to influence people, but then to influence for what, right? Influence to people towards 2 things. Leadership is the ability to influence people towards a goal, a common goal, or a culture, or both. That's right. leadership is the ability to influence people towards a common goal or a culture or both. Now, let me explain that. First, what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to lead, which means to influence people towards a common goal. Now, why am I saying a common goal? If I'm a leader, then I'm not only motivating myself to work towards a goal, but I'm driving my team members. Now, that may be only one team member to start with right now if I've just started off my business, right? But if I'm already working for an organization, or if I have my own organization, and I have 10, 20, 100, 200, maybe 500 employees who report into me, then I'm driving these members towards a common goal. The mistake that most leaders do is while they're driving people towards a goal, they're not driving them towards a common goal. So what happens is, even though it's two people in a team, one person has a completely different goal and the second person has a completely different goal. Most organizations are not doing well because they are small teams, whether it's a team of 20, 100, 300 or 500 people. When you go and ask them a simple question in their team saying, what's your goal? Ask the second team member, what's your goal? Ask the third team member, what's your goal? You know what happens? You probably guessed it right. They all give different answers of what their goals are, right? Which is fine. They all need to have their own personal goals. But what I'm saying is there has to be one single goal. There has to be a common goal between the whole team. And then the team works towards that goal commonly together. That's the power of leadership, right? So the first definition, what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to drive people towards a common goal. So ask yourself this question if you're a leader already or if you're about to start. Either in an organization or in your own business or at home in a family. And even if you've not started having people reporting into your organization, you're indirectly leading people all the time. So ask yourself, are you driving people towards a common goal? Are they as passionate about the goal as you are? Or are you even passionate about a goal to start with? Is there a common goal that you can talk about? Right? So that's the first question. What is leadership? Leadership is the ability to drive people towards a common goal, right? And the second thing is very critical, towards a common culture. That's right, towards a common culture. Now, what is that? A culture is where you and I behave in a certain way. So in India, when someone comes to our house, we offer them water. Now, that's a common culture in India all over the country. Whether you go to South India, whether you go to North India, East India, West India, we have this one common thread all over the country where even if a person who comes to a house whom we don't like, the first thing we offer is a glass of water, right? That's a common culture. So a common culture gives us common behaviors, right? A leader needs to be able to drive a common culture in the organization. Now, most leaders, if they're able to drive people towards a common goal, that's great. But if they're not able to drive people towards a common culture, then in the long run, as the team becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, every person starts having their own behaviors. And even though they have a common goal, the culture of the organization may be completely against the vision of the organization in the long run. Does that make sense to you? Right? So let's take a couple of examples here to understand this. There are two types of leaderships, by the way. There is direct leadership and there is indirect leadership. Here's an example of that. Sachin Tendulkar. Is he a leader? Yes, absolutely. He's a leader of his own industry, of the cricket industry. Now, Sachin Tendulkar is an indirect leader. Why do I say he's an indirect leader? Because he's driven people through his own performance. He's become a role model, and he's influenced a whole bunch of people in the world out there, in the country out there, to become like him. So there is a group of people out there who now want to work towards the common goal of being a great cricket player, right? Making a career in the industry of cricket. So is he a leader? Yes. But is he a direct leader? Not really. He's more of an indirect leader, which means he is influencing people through his own performance, not through interaction with people mostly, right? That's why he didn't do great as a captain. He's more of an indirect leader, not of a direct leader, right? Now, when we talk about someone like Dhoni, what kind of a leader is he? Is he a direct leader or an indirect leader? He's more of a direct leader. Why? Because he's driving people towards not only a common goal, but a common culture within the team. So he's able to hold people in certain kind of behaviors, match after match after match. So he's able to drive a certain amount of performance in the team for a consistent amount of time, right? Let's take a few more examples there. Ratan Tata. What kind of a leader is he? Direct or indirect? You got it. He's a direct leader. Why is he a direct leader? Not only is he driving people towards a common goal, but also a common culture. So that's why Tata Group is very proud of their culture. When you get into the Tata Group, you know that you're not just getting into any organization, you're getting into a group of people who think in a certain way, who behave in a certain way. There's a culture inside there, that you get influenced by, and then you become the Tata Group after some time. You become the Tata Group of members, right? That's their culture. Similarly, Google has a culture of their own. Facebook has a culture of their own. So whenever a person is becoming a leader, they need to think of two questions. Am I driving people towards a common goal? And the second question, am I driving people towards a common culture? Right? So that's a quick video about understanding what is leadership today. Let's do a quick recap. What is leadership? Leadership is the ability to lead, which means it's the ability to influence people towards either a common goal or a common culture or both. Now, when it's direct leadership, it's both. When it's indirect leadership, it's usually only directing people towards a common goal or towards a particular way of working, but it's not necessarily a culture. Does that make sense? Great. So in the next video, next Monday, we'll get deeper into understanding what is leadership and how you can excel as a leader in your professional life by understanding who is a leader. What are the skills that a leader needs to have? How does that leader develop those skills? We'll get into details of that every Monday. I promise you that. I'll share as much information as I can to help you become a great leader, to help you excel in your professional life, to help you excel in your job, in your business, and in your career. That's my promise, okay? But don't forget to subscribe to these videos now. Right? I used to feel really bad saying that earlier, but now I'm not ashamed to say that because I'm coming now from a space of love and care. I really want to help you out. So if you need that help, if you want to learn about these videos, subscribe so that you get a notification of these videos when I post the videos on Monday. Comment what did you like about the video. If you want to know something specific about leadership, put it in the comments. I will read. I'll do my best to answer those questions in the following videos. Okay? And remember, tune in on Friday for the Law of Attraction videos in Hindi. They're absolutely life-changing. I promise you, they're absolutely life-changing videos. All right? So I'll hopefully see you on Friday. Thank you so much for taking the time and coming here and giving me an opportunity to contribute in your life, because believe me, I've realized that I'm not helping you. I'm just helping myself, because loving and caring is an opportunity in itself. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me this opportunity. Take care and have a nice evening. Yeah, it's evening here already, so take care. Bye-bye.